Everyone. This is Reverend Jerry Hobby. I serve as the spiritual director of Spiritual Enlightenment and Truth Focus Ministry. Forgive me and my lighting, and I think this is a little bit better. Today is Happy Wednesday, and our Happy Wednesday, we're slowly progressing into it, but today is the meditation that we're going to be celebrating today. And I'm going to invite you to breathe. And as you're breathing, we get a chance to expand our vision. So I want you to breathe with me. And the way we like to do this is by dropping into the heart space and anchoring in the space of love. So I invite you to drop into the heart space with me this morning and our team this morning. And just anchor in the space of love, wherever you're at in the world. Just breathe and join me in a space of the sacred silence. Our reading this morning comes from 365 days of richer living, how to use the power of your mind for successful living, by Ernest Holmes and Raymond Charles Barker. And today's reading is entitled, Today I stand on the mountaintop of my soul and cause my spiritual vision to encompass more. And so we have 3 sacred readings this morning. The first one comes from Proverbs chapter 23, verse 7. For as he thinketh in his heart, so is he. And from the Upanishad, as far as mind extends, so far extends heaven. And from the Book of the Dead, my soul hath built for me a habitation. And they write, note that Proverbs does not say a man is as he think he is, or a woman. Quite the contrary. It says he or she is as he or she thinks. Here is a vast difference. A person might imagine themselves to be very clever while remaining quite dull. But if their thoughts are brilliant, the person also will be brilliant. As a man or woman thinketh in their heart, so are they. The heart stands for the center of consciousness, the point from which circulates everything we are. It is said that Moses was led by the divine spirit into a high mountain and told that all the land that his vision could encompass, his feet could tread upon. This high mountain stands for an exalted place in consciousness. As consciousness extends its vision, it extends the possibilities of its objective experience. This means that objectively we possess that which subjectively we encompass. Our soul is always building a habitation for us because consciousness is forever dealing with first cause, with the causeless cause, with that which plays with cause and effect as children play ball. Emerson tells us to stay at home with the cause, to build a habitation and therein to dwell. It is wonderful to realize that our true home is not made with hands, but is eternal in the heavens. Today, I stand on the mountaintop of my soul and cause my spiritual vision to encompass more. I shall push out the horizons of my previous experience in order that I may have more room. My soul shall look out and see that all is well. I am filled with peace, with joy, and with contentment. I'm going to invite us to sit with those holy and sacred words right now. Let's just allow them to anchor within our hearts. Allow it to fulfill itself within each and every one of ourselves, within the spirit of our being, allowing ourselves to have a soul awakening experience right now. Our sacred reading comes from 365 Days of Richer Living, How to Use the Power, the Mind Power, for More Successful Living. And today's reading is entitled, Today I Stand on the Mountaintop of My Soul and Cause My Spiritual Vision to Encompass More. We have 3 sacred readings this morning. We start first with Proverbs 23, verse 7. For as he thinketh in his heart, so is he. In the Upanishad, it says, as far as mind extends, so far extends heaven. And in the Book of the Dead, my soul hath built for me a habitation. Note that Proverbs does not say that as a person thinketh as a man thinketh is as he is, quite the contrary. It says as he or she is as he or she thinks. There is a vast difference. A person might imagine themselves to be very clever while remaining quite dull. If their thoughts are brilliant, the person also will be brilliant. As a man or woman thinketh in their heart, so is he or she. The heart stands for the center of consciousness, the point from which circulates everything that we are. It is said that Moses was led by divine spirit to a high mountain and told that all the land that his vision could encompass, his feet could tread upon. This high mountain stands for an exalted place in consciousness. A consciousness extends its vision to extend the possibility of its objective experience. This means that objectively we possess that which subjectively we encompass. Our soul is always building a habitation for us because consciousness is forever dealing with first cause, with the causeless cause, with that which plays with cause and effect as children play ball. Emerson tells us to stay at home with the cause, to build the habitation and therein dwell. It is wonderful to realize that our true home is not made with hands, but is eternal in the heavens. So I'm going to invite you right now to breathe with me. I'm going to invite you, for those that are here in the sacred space, I'm inviting you to unmute yourself. And this is the time where we get to influence and to extend our vision. This is the place where we're going to grow beyond that which we are experiencing right now. We're going to utilize that first cause, the habitation that Emerson spoke of, that we should dwell in and become comfortable in. And so, for those that are on our social platforms, if you're in the space, please join us by repeating after me, utilizing the power of our voice in this vibrational energy. Today I stand on the mountaintop of my soul.
Today I stand on the mountaintop of my soul.
Beautiful. And cause my spiritual vision to encompass more.
And cause my spiritual vision to encompass more.
I shall push out the horizons of my previous experiences.
I shall push out the horizons of my previous experiences
in order that I may have more room
order that I may have more room.
My soul shall look out and see that all is well.
My
My
soul
soul
shall
shall look out and see that all is well.
I am filled with peace,
I'm filled with
I'm
peace,
filled with peace,
with joy,
with joy,
and with contentment.
and with
and with
contentment.
contentment.
Just breathe that in. I am filled with peace, with joy, and contentment. So this is part of the process that we breathe and we anchor in right now, pushing out those things that no longer serve, pushing out and releasing the old stories, the old experiences, and allowing for a new habitation, the habitation of divine wisdom, the habitation of good, to move beyond that which is before us in this very moment, and allowing for growth, allowing for expansion, allowing for the fulfillment of our intentions. And in this sacred space, right here, right now, I take this moment and give thanks for every breath. I'm giving thanks for the expansion of the soul. I'm giving thanks for the expansion of the vision. I'm giving thanks for dwelling on the mountaintop of our soul, allowing our feet to tread in the place of the Most High, allowing for perfect good to expand itself right now. So I'm claiming this day as a day of joy. I claim this day as a place of peace. And I give thanks for the presence revealing itself, growing itself beyond that which we can imagine. I know that this fulfills itself in every possible way. I give thanks for the release of any stagnation within our lives, and I'm affirming perfect wholeness. I acknowledge that within our body temples, within the body of our affairs. I acknowledge it as the presence and the light in all of our relationships. I'm acknowledging it as the creative spark, fulfilling and growing itself beyond. And what I know is today is indeed a day where we get to rejoice and be glad in it. For we know that our thinking is filled with light and our thinking is filled with love. And it is in this space with deep, abiding gratitude that I release these words right now, the power and the vibration of it, into the action of universal law. And together we all affirm. And so it is, and now it is. Amen, amen, and ashe.
Amen, amen, and ashe.
So I'm going to open my eyes. I'm looking into your eyes. I'm wearing yellow today, and that yellow represents wisdom.
The 12 powers.
That's part of the 12 powers, yes. And you know what? We're going to be hearing more about the 12 powers, so stay tuned within this community today. Our practitioners are being assigned 12 powers too. I'm so excited about this. And what I'm going to invite you to do too is to join us. We're slowly integrating into 2026, and what that means is we're being intentional. So this evening, there is one special event, and you're going to need to find your way into that holy and sacred space. We're having our Power 8 Prosperity Group tonight. Some people are very, very excited. YouTube, I'm telling you, is an extraordinary experience, but you have to make the effort to join us. So I'm going to invite you to go. We're going to post in here in the description our link tree. And you can go into our link tree and join us this evening at 8 o'clock Pacific time. 8 o'clock Pacific time. So if you're on Mountain Time, that means 9 o'clock. Central Time, it means 10 o'clock. And 11 o'clock on East Coast Time. So what that means is we're going to give you something special. Sometimes people say, I need a little hot toddy before I go to bed. You're going to get a spiritual hot toddy before you go to bed. Come and join us. We'll do some prayer work. We're going to be focusing on prosperity for ourselves personally, as well as being a tipping point of prosperity in the world.